What's up, guys? I'm Justin Swanstrom. Today's video, we are going to be heading over to Cameron Johnson Race Cars once again because we're going to be showing you some of the small improvements that CJRC and the guys over there have put on Prenup, the Street Outlaw No Prep Kings build. We also have a car over there that Cameron has been working on a lot here lately, and he called me up. He wants me to show y'all this. There's a lot of cool stuff on there, so we're actually getting to look at two cars. So we're about to hop all in the stabbing cabin right there, head on over to Lakeland, Florida, Cameron Johnson Race Cars, and let's go see what he's got in store for us. Listen to how beautiful that sounds. I know I haven't put out no videos this week. I do apologize. I basically took this whole week off because I just have a lot of stuff going on between work, S&S throughout everyday basis. We got one car, Twisted Tea, that's up in North Carolina right now at Kevin TKM's shop right now. Trying to get that car ready. Midnight is inside the trailer. We're heading to Orlando this Sunday to be able to test that deal. I left my driving suit up in North Carolina in the trailer, so I'm actually brought in a friend of mine to come drive the car, see if we can get Midnight to run a little bit better and see what she can perform. And then we also got the podcast. I've been spending all week getting all the equipment that I need to be able to start this podcast with me and my dad. We got some cool stuff happening here soon on the channel, boys. I just been kind of swamped with everything, so I do apologize for not posting this week, and we are going to be getting back on schedule here soon. What's up, guys? So we're over here at Cameron Johnson Race Cars. You can see we got Prenup right here behind me. We got the big nitrous cubic inch motor over there across the shop. We'll get to that here in a minute and show y'all some of the improvements that Cameron and the guys over here went through and did on that car to get it ready to be able to go to Valdosta next weekend. Norman Bryson, he is the owner. He will be the driver. He'll be actually out there running Radio versus the World with the best people in the world, the fastest people in the world, and trying to see where he goes ahead and matches up at with his new piece and new updated car. So first off, let's go ahead and just show you some of the updates that are going on Prenup. So if you see back here, the body is mounted on the chassis now. Cameron actually went through, put all these chromoly tubes in here. Him and the guys, they did some pretty trick stuff. The trunk lid fits on here nice and flush, nice and good. We also got the shocks on the car. Mark Mincer shocks right here. They are mounted up to the Marty Marillet rear end. We did clear coat the rear end. That's the final look. That's what it's going to look like. Check out the billet piece right there. That's for the shock mount. This is a four-way shock, so there's a lot of adjustments. There's a lot of holes on the side of the housing to be able to adjust the shock up and down, because we're going to be running big tires and small tires with this car, with this setup. So you want to make sure that we have plenty of adjustment, and having all those holes right there, that gives us adjustment to be able to run these same exact shocks with our radial setup or with our big tire setup as well. I do apologize, boys. Shooting with a new camera right now, so the image is getting a little blurry on me, but I'm trying to make this the best video as well. We got our carbon fiber trunk lid back here. Let's go ahead and set this bad boy on. It's a little bit easier if you had two people. So you can see the holes are already cut out, fit in there nice. Trunk lid fits back here. Right there. So the trunk lid does fit nice and smooth. This will be a one-piece deal. You'll be able to Zeus it, take it on and off. Actually, I really think they're going to go ahead and just whack this right here, so we can only just take this top piece off, so we can leave the trunk lid back here, because when you put the parachute and everything on, you're not going to be able to get this off. So make sure we get with Cameron and them about that. Here's our carbon seat that's going to be going inside the car. Set this down nicely. Too much money, but y'all been seeing the rear end. Y'all been seeing the process of getting this car up and going. I want to go ahead and show you all the mounting points for the body. So you got these two back here, two over there. This is going to tie into the chassis, but also for the top of the trunk lid for it to sit on, and also build the tabs off for the rear window. You got these two bars back here. This thing is nice and sturdy. It's not going nowhere. We ordered OEM tail lights for this car, It's going to have true stock OEM Lexus 2015 RC350 tail lights. Them dudes, they're very proud of them things. They charged me $400 per light. But we will have working tail lights on the car. Go ahead and come up in here. I've already showed you on the previous video. Got the 4-link bars in, anti-rolls in. The wishbone is done. They have to get the car off the jig to be able to mount it all and get everything ready there. You can see some of the bars that are mounted right here for the body. And that's like that on both sides. A-pillars are in. There will be a mount that goes up inside here that'll mount up front here. And then you can also see right here where they've already started. And that's going to hold the top of the roof. And there's 2 bars that go out. They're just tacked in right now. They're not 100% going, but as you can see how close they are to the body. Took a while to do that, but everything is coming out very nice, very clean. I'm liking it, I'm loving it. But that's enough for this deal right here. We'll get back to it in a minute. Let's go ahead and go over here and let's see the new nitrous beast. It loads up, it leaves tomorrow to head to South Georgia Motorsports Park to see what they could put down. All right, boys, so behind me, this is Norman Bryson's car. It is a Corvette Pro Mod style car, runs on a 315 radial. He runs radial versus the world. It's been very fast in the class. With the new updates, hopefully he can run a personal best and go that much faster. Cameron asked me to come over here, throw it in my vlog, also make him a video so he can get it posted on his social medias as well with the updates that he had to do to be able to get this car done, ready for headed back to Norman so they can go to South Georgia Motorsports Park next weekend to be able to have a little bit of fun in the radial versus the world class. So big old 959 cubic inch motor right there. Check out the throttle bodies. Those have to be the biggest throttle bodies I've ever seen in my life. Reason being is because Norman had these custom built for his setup. Check out that setup right there. I wish whenever Cameron gets back over here, we'll show y'all what a regular Pat Musey throttle body looks like, and then what Norman's custom throttle bodies look like. Makes a lot more horsepower, a lot more power to be able to put down on that tire, to be put on the track, to be able to run a faster time. So that whole intake right there, one-off custom deal, and Norman owns the whole entire design. We got brand new headers. Cameron had to build 2 sets of headers for the car. So this set's on here right now. He's got another set laying around here somewhere. You can see the titanium firewall. It's got a bunch of wiring and stuff on it right now. Modern Racing is the one that wired this car, put all fuel tech in here. Kind of like the same people I'm going to be working with Prenup over there. We're going to be dealing with Justin at Modern Racing. We're going to be dealing with fuel tech. So a lot of great companies are on this car, just like they will be on my car too. But you can see the titanium firewall, the new headers on this side. Cameron had to do a little bit of chassis work on the front of this car. About a month ago, Norman had a little incident at Bradenton Motorsports Park where he touched the right side of the car against the wall. So he had to go ahead, rebuild the front strut out to the front of the car, had to get everything built back inside the car, all put back together so he can head on down to Mike Starvino's Cami with Stav Ink down there so they can rewrap the car. So this is a brand new fresh wrap from Mike Starvino's and Cami, same people that's going to be doing my car as well. So another great company that's on board with this car will be the same on board with my car. We're going to jump on up inside here, go ahead and show y'all all the Modern Racing wiring, how it's so clean, how it's put away, fuel tech everywhere. Check out that titanium firewall. It's kind of dark inside here because the windows are tinted and all that. I do apologize. Got a titanium gas pedal over there, brake pedal, titanium floor, and even a titanium driving steering column right there. It's going to be the same stuff that's being put inside my car with the same exact tabs and everything there for the fuel tech dash. You just see, I mean, a lot of this stuff, when I had my nitrous car, my stuff was similar set up to this. I didn't have all the titanium that he has, but when we were originally going to build a car, we were going to build a nitrous car, and we were going to have all the titanium and even more. Well, we shifted gears. We went ahead, went with a Lexus body instead, went with a Pro Charger, so that kind of changed the whole entire game for us. But my Alcatraz car I had back in the day was a little bit similar to this. This car is a little bit lighter than mine was because it's got a lot more titanium inside it. Go ahead and open the driver door. Show y'all the titanium floor. Check that out. A lot of good stuff going inside this car, boys. Check out that rod. The master cylinder is on the outside. See how smooth that closes? Master cylinder is up underneath these big ass headers. Hey, where's the piece at for the original throttle body? Whose is that? That's a Musie's, right? That's how big 959 Musie is. And this being a custom intake, you can see how much bigger the throttle bodies are on this thing. I mean, it doesn't even fit up. It don't even match up to one of them. That's huge. So it's going to be a lot more airflow going down through that motor. I'm sure they're going to be putting a lot more nitrous. Seems to be they got a bunch of kits on this thing. But it's running extremely fast. How fast normally on bed?
64, 62.
Yeah, 62 or 64 in the 8th mile. Hopefully they can go a little bit better next weekend. What else did y'all do to this thing? Y'all did the firewall, the floor, the headers. Y'all did the struts over on that side.
Steering shaft, pedals.
Yep, steering shaft. We got the pedals, transmission mount. That's titanium too, ain't it?
4 bars. And roll bar links.
Y'all did all those in titanium? Man, a lot of stuff in here. It's got carbon fiber floors at the bottom of that thing. Another thing that they had to put on the car was a brand new windshield. As you can see how it follows the body line right here. How nice, clean cut that is. All the way up top. It's very smooth. No indent, nothing going on, nothing overcut, nothing undercut. It fits in there nice and perfectly. The light glaring off the shop makes it look, but the windshield is nice and clean. He'll be able to have a clear image out of the car. You can see down inside there, the titanium drive shaft tunnel. Got a Braille battery. Same setup we're gonna be running, other than I'm gonna have a big old Hemi Proline Pro Charge engine hanging out the front of mine instead of a nitrous motor. Maybe one day we'll get back into the nitrous motors. Never know, but for right now, we're gonna go ahead and test the new setup and get ready for Street Outlaw No Prep Kings. All right, guys, so that's enough of the Corvette. Hopefully, Norman and them, they do good down at South Georgia Motorsports Park. I will be down there with Twisted Tea. We have 2 locked-in grudge races. We'll be talking about that a little bit more next week. We are also shooting our first podcast video. We're getting that out next week as well. Me and Big Country, we're knocking this thing out of the park. We may suck at it first couple videos, but we will get a handle on it, I promise. And then we're going to be bringing in some special guests. So if y'all have any questions, drop them down below. If you have any people that you think should be on the channel for a special guest in the podcast, you also drop those down below too. We are on schedule with getting this thing done. We got a lot of stuff going on over here at Cameron Johnson Race Cars. A lot of cars being done. My car is in the process of getting everything finished up on it. Now that the body is mounted and stuff is good, it should be able to come off the jig table next week. When it comes off the jig table, then we'll go ahead, figure out tire placement, everything set up, and then Jesse can get up inside here, start doing sheet metal, start doing the carbon fiber, start doing the titanium firewall, getting everything inside the car. It's going to come together nicely. Wheel tubs still got to go inside it, but it's coming together nicely, boys, and I'm very, very excited about it. Very happy about it. Can't wait to be able to go out, test it, see what it does, and I also can't wait to see what kind of weight it comes in at. I'm hoping it comes in light, because there's some grudge races that I want to go run, and I'm hoping that some of these people say come to win, because I'm going to do that. I'm going to take all the weight out of the car. I'm going to get Mr. Steve Petty, Big Country, on the keyboard, and we're going to go out there and we're going to see how fast this setup will go. Unlimited rules, anything goes. We're going to see what this setup goes. So make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel. Turn that bell notification on so when we post a video, y'all can get it. Like I said, we got a podcast coming. We got some awesome shit happening. Twisted T is getting dynoed next week up at TKM. We will be down at South Georgia Motorsports Park next weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come hang out. Come watch the grudge race. And we will also be in Orlando Speed World this Sunday because we're going to take Midnight out there. We're going to test it. We're going to try to get her to run some better numbers. And we also have 2 huge grudge races with Al Capone. He's got to run the Bigfoot car and he's got to run the Balls Deep car. He's got to give them both 1 and 1, and we're going to see who turns on that win light and takes home that money. So I'm Justin Swanstrom. Hopefully you enjoyed these little updates. That car right there is badass. It is leaving the shop right now so we can head to Georgia. Prenup is coming together. Shocks are on. Everything is getting mounted. Car will be rolling next weekend, boys. I will see y'all later.